What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the WWE Mattel Battle Pack Los Matadores Diego and Fernando. Here we have them in their packaging. You can see here we have Diego and Fernando. When they come out of package, I'm not sure who's going to be who, so yeah, if I mess that up, don't crucify me. This is their first time in the line, quote unquote. Wink wink. Here we have a picture of Diego and Fernando. Recreate the action of the WWE. Other battle packs in this assortment is CM Punk versus Ryback, and Cody Rhodes and Goldust. Really excited I have these guys, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get them opened up, then we'll go on to the rest of the review, so sit tight everybody. So here we have Fernando and Diego posing out of the packaging. Now before we get on to the figures themselves, they do come with two accessories. They come with these Matador hats. I forgot what these are actually called. They do have a specific name. Moving one of those off to the side. So you can see that there's actually quite a lot of detail in these hats. You can see at the top. This little design on it. Really cool looking. There's not much to say about it. It's a nice accessory. There's two of them. Exact same mold, I guess. So these are actually pretty neat accessories. I will move these off to the side, and I just dropped one off my table. I'll find it later. And here we have Fernando and Diego at first looks. They're the same figure, but Fernando is shorter than Diego, so this is quite accurate. This is Fernando, this is Diego. And let's actually move Fernando off to the side. And let's focus on Diego really fast, just so you can see some of the detail in his pants. Or his tights, I should say. That really nice gold trim. Really loving it. I love this sash that goes around his waist. Really okay face sculpt. I guess it could be better, but at the same time, you know, it's been a while since we've seen them without their masks, so I guess it can be forgiven. Okay, and zooming the camera back in just a little bit. They're essentially the same figure with the exception of their height. So their articulation is pretty much going to be the same. The detailing on them is the same. There's not really much I can say about it. But the face sculpt is different on both of them. I'm not sure if you can see that. Fernando has more of a squarish jaw. Diego has a narrower chin. But like I said, they're essentially the same figure. You're not going to get too much variety out of them. And let's move. I'm going to run down the articulation on just one of them because there's no point in knocking one over and completely ignoring the other. But there's no point in showing off the articulation for both of them when they essentially are the same figure. So let's move Diego off to the side so we can show off Fernando's articulation, which in turn is also Diego's. He has a ball jointed head. He can look up, down, left and right, although it's hindered by the back of the mask, which I forgot to show that off. The mask is different on both of them too, in case you're wondering. But the head turn is hindered by the mask, and that's okay, I guess, because you don't want to turn their head too much because you don't want to kill them. Arms on a ball joint go out. This one's a little stiff. Do a full 360. He spins at the bicep, bends at the elbow, single joint, spins and bends at the wrist. No ab crunch, but he does spin at the waist. Let's go forward, back. No outward movement. Single joint at the knee, and again a stiff joint. Spins at the boot, and has a hinge ankle, and same for both figures, same for both legs. Everything's pretty basic on these guys, which is why they're pretty much called basic figures. Not much more to say about these guys, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get them posed up with El Torito, and we'll move on to my final thoughts, so sit tight everyone. And so here we have Fernando and Diego posed for my final thoughts, and overall, really great figures. El Torito is sold separately, hardy har har. He doesn't come in the set. But if you can find these guys, I say pick them up. Now, Originally, they did only come in a battle pack. However, later in the year, they are releasing Los Matadores 3-pack at Kmart, which includes El Torito. Now, I'm not sure if it also includes a hat or whatnot, but, you know, if you can find them separately, go ahead and pick them up. If not, just wait till the 3-pack. Also worth noting that Diego and Fernando are getting an Elite release in the future. Of course, they're going to be wearing a different attire, but that's also something to point out. I normally collect basic figures. If I don't get Elite versions, I picked these guys up some time ago, but never got around to reviewing them until now. And I find out that there's Elite versions coming out, which I'm okay with. But these guys will do great for the display right now. They're just placeholders. El Torito is the definitive one. If you can find them in stores, like I said, pick them up. Or if you're like me and an Elite collector, just hold off and pick them up when they're in the Elite versions. Not much more to say about these guys, but like I said, it's choice of preference if you prefer basic or Elite, this color scheme or the green version. And this is King of Dragons 5000 saying, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.